I'm Manna. I'm a low-wage chef and author. My focus is to invite people to cook simple recipes, delicious recipes that help prevent food waste. I noticed that a lot of food was being thrown away in restaurants at a large scale. I thought I'd find ways to be more resourceful and use those ingredients that are typically thrown away, like the tops of the carrots or the skin to the butternut squash or the seeds. And being a low-wage chef, I try to use up as much as I can without anything going to landfill. Today I'm going to be making my chickpea and couscous meatballs without the meat. And we're going to make a sweet and spicy sauce to go with it. The couscous is going to be cooked just in hot water, get it nice and fluffy. And then we're going to combine that with some roasted chickpeas, roasted spring onions, and roasted garlic. And we're going to blend all those together, form a ball of some sort, and then fry that over the open fire. So you can actually regrow some spring onions by keeping the roots. When I go to the supermarket and they have the roots still intact, I'm like, yes, I don't need to go and buy more spring onions for a little bit. Keep them in water, they'll start to regrow again. Within 24 hours, you get this, you'll see new growth. And then after a while, you can put it into some soil and regrow it. You can do that once or twice, and then after a while, you're like, the plant is ready, like, I've done my job. I'm now a grandfather. Time to go on to the next life. Okay. The couscous, kind of just want it to go over. You could do this with veg stock. You can throw some herbs in there, and that will mix with our chickpeas. And then I'll ask you to make some balls. I guess I always had a fascination for good food and healthy food. I was an athlete when I was younger and always was mindful of what I was putting into my body. And that kind of trickled into plant-based eating. I wanted to respect the planet, be kind to the planet, but also be kind to myself. So I thought, yeah, I'll take a chance with this and cook plant-based, which is something I didn't grow up doing. So I just saw a lot of older guys who were like plant-based, and it was usually like healthy, clean eating, and it wasn't the food that I'm particularly enjoy. So I think if I were to eat non-plant-based ingredients, and occasionally things happen where there's an ingredients somewhere and it's in something, so that happens. But pizza would probably be, yeah. Love a pizza. Okay, so we're gonna start making some balls. Who wants to be lucky contestant number one? So maybe grab about that much, and then just with the back of the heel of your palm. Here, I'll let you do it with your right hand. Yeah, are you lefty or righty?
Righty.
Yeah, and then just, yeah, done. For some reason, I've been doing this for 4 years, social media for 4 years. And it took me 3 years to figure out I should host recipe videos online, and I should actually film them instead of just taking pictures of food and sharing a recipe. In the last year, it just kind of took off, and it's an interesting feeling because your mind is switched on to keeping up with the algorithm. You're feeding the beast, which is social media, and that's not the person I am. I like to spend time outdoors, like to be mindful of my choices and my decisions. And I have Instagram in a folder on my phone that says for work purposes only. So I do try to find that work-life balance by taking time off. But the feeling of having all those followers, it is a lot of pressure, but it is what it is. Like, I knew what I'm signing up for, so. So I'm gonna make a sweet and sticky hot sauce. So chilies into a frying pan. I'm gonna add some brown sugar. Get this on a fire. Once that gets nice and hot, I'm also gonna add some water. And this will be a nice glaze. Once everything starts to come together, this will be a nice glaze to pour over the meatballs here. I feel so connected to the Glen Dye. I don't know if it's my ancestral roots. My mother did a DNA test and she has Scottish background. So I do feel quite connected to the tall trees, the earthiness, the smell of the pine. It makes you feel alive when you come outdoors and when you're out here. So I'm just gonna add some cornstarch because this is gonna help thicken this up. Brilliant, meatballs. We have 1 or 2 deconstructed meatballs without the meat.
And a bit of dill on top.
A little bit of dill on top.
Yeah, it's yummy.
If you want to get started cooking, the first thing you need to do is to get into the kitchen. That's the first hurdle you need to achieve. I'm a bit of a child when I get into the kitchen. I run around, I have a good time. I'm excited when I cook. I've been cooking professionally for quite some time, but I'm still excited. I have that childlike energy when I'm in the kitchen because it can be very exciting when you find something and it works and you do it really well. Get in the kitchen, find something that you're excited about cooking, and cook it.